You're listening to
Tipsy Book Reads.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Jess.
And we're tipsy. Too many books on my TBR. Yeah. This podcast is like a book club for the antisocial. We make a drink inspired by the book we read and talk crap about life and fictional characters. We really hope you listen and drink along.
Side effects of listening to this podcast may include reading vivaciously, extreme bouts of laughter, tipsiness from craft cocktails, talking shit about life and fictional characters. Listen at your own risk.
Just a warning, this podcast is explicit. We are all over 21 and there are spoilers. We warned ya. Okay. Hi, friend.
Hey,
It's been
what's
so long.
up?
Chicken butt. Nothing much. I'm very high up in the sky, not actually high. We're sitting on taller chairs,
Yeah, I kind of got rid of my other chairs.
which is fine. And now I'm hitting the glasses behind us. It's okay. We're good.
It's okay.
Welcome back
Yeah.
to Tipsy Book Reads. It's been a minute. We're here. We're living life.
Yeah, life's been crazy.
Life has been crazy. Anyways,
We're here now, and we are in Sarah Beth Durst's world.
crazy world.
I love her worlds.
I know.
She's
me too.
so good.
I feel like I can smell it and breathe it and touch it and feel it and see it. And like that's incredible. That's
Yeah.
such a just example of how amazing of a writer she is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love. So I know it's been so long, but we're reading Queen of Blood.
Yes, we are.
I believe it's chapter 16
shoot.
or 17 through the end.
Right around the halfway cliffhanger mark.
Yes, that cliffhanger. Is she blind? Is she alive?
Oh,
Yes, she's alive.
she is alive.
She gets her sight back.
Eventually, yeah.
All right. I want to know what drink inspired by the book did you create?
Yeah, I'm going to call this Blood Oath, and it's like a red wine sangria. So,
This looks so good.
yeah, we did muddled ginger peaches and orange, blackberry, and lime. And then peach schnapps and a red wine of choice. And also it's just like a fruity little drinky drink. You can easily make this a mocktail, a bunch of muddled berries, top it with some sparkling water, some juicy juice.
I'm so excited. Can we cheers with these? Cheers.
Oh, gotta sip it down. Full to the brim. Oh my God.
I'm by a pool.
This is my
The
summer
sun
drink.
is shining. I'm relaxing and I'm sipping on this drink.
And I'm reading this book.
And I'm reading this book. Great job, Jess. This is delicious.
Yum. Drink of the summer.
Oh, this is so good.
I'm just feeling all the summer spritzes and stuff, you know?
I can
Berry
s-
spritz.
Yeah. I can just so subtly taste that peach and ginger,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like the perfect amount.
Yeah.
Like it comes almost at the end.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Mm.
Fantastic.
Good job.
Yeah,
That's
cheers.
so good.
Yummy.
Cheers. And our cute little tulip cups.
Our cute little tulip cups that Becca got. And our cute little swords that Becca got.
The cups are technically Sunday glasses, which makes me excited to like make Sundays with you.
Heck yeah.
But
Ooh,
they
like
can-
a sherbet, like a berry sherbet in a tulip glass with some berries and shit.
or like what is it, affogato? Like an
Ew,
espresso with ice
yeah.
cream.
What about like an orange affogato?
Like an orange creamsicle almost.
my
Like
God, that
that's
would
what
be
how
so
it would
good.
change.
Because you know, what is it when you put, there's a type of drink when you put espresso in orange juice. So like that same concept, but make it an affogato. So like orange cream ice cream, or even just like some type of orange syrup with the ice cream and the espresso. Okay, yum. Anyways, side tangent about the future of these cups.
Also, a good insight on how we make our drinks for the episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
And by we, I mean Jessica is the mastermind of it, for sure.
It's a team effort.
Yeah. Okay, I'm excited to talk about this, though. And I really hope Sarah Beth Durst comes on the show.
Yes, for sure.
It would be so cool.
Most incredible person ever.
Sorry, I got to pull up my notes. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. Are you
Yes.
ready to
I'm
dive
so ready.
in? Take it away.
Oh my God. Okay. So Delana,
Mhm,
right,
mhm.
is such a badass. such an underdog. I love an underdog.
Well, and I love that she's not the chosen one. She's not the best.
She is constantly underestimated.
Yeah, and
by herself even, and everyone around her.
And I love that. Like, I just think that that's so incredible, and she still stepped up to the bat and took the responsibility that she needed to do. Like,
Absolutely.
I'm making you nervous?
No, you're good.
I'm making myself nervous.
Oh, why?
Because of the cups.
Yeah, but why does that make you nervous?
I'm gonna break them.
Oh, it's just a glass.
That's
what
true.
brooms are for.
You're right. That was so healthy. But yeah, I love that, because I mean, not that I don't love the chosen one trope or whatever, but it really is heavy in this genre. That's what this is.
For sure.
So I don't know.
I love an underdog, and I love that her sister and her family and her champion were there cheering her on and being like, no, you've got this. You were made for this. But the rest of the world was underestimating her. Yeah. And, like, that's just what family's all about, you know? And, like, her love between her and her sister is so sweet, and I love it so much. And even, like, I just loved the honesty between, like, their arguments and stuff after her, like, fiance died, basically, and just, like, her stages of grief with that, and how, like, she was mad at her sister and was like, you weren't there, but then comes to the terms of, like, no, you have to do this, like, otherwise what was all this for anyways? But just, like, the reality and everything of that grief and of their relationship, and I loved that.
It was so good.
Anyways, I kind of jumped ahead there, but
no, you're fine.
So yeah, Delana, when we pick up, we're like, what's going to happen? Is she ever going to be able to see again? And what do you think of this healer guy right off the bat? Like, this is when we're kind of introduced to Hammond, right?
So this is how my opinions of him went.
Okay.
Are you ready? He was introduced. Oh my gosh, how cute. A little bit later, oh, they like each other. How cute. A little bit later, he's telling her to, like, that she doesn't have to do this and can run away and all this stuff. And, like, I don't like that. Not a fan. He gets more annoying. And then he gets more annoying. Then he's like, I love you. And she's so level-headed. She's like, I'm not, what we're about to do is going to change our lives forever.
Yeah, don't make promises.
Don't make promises you can't. And she was totally right.
Yeah.
So that's my timeline of him. I'm excited to see where it goes and if he, like,
has a redemption arc.
Or he just kind of becomes the side character.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also really enjoyed that wasn't a huge plot.
No,
right?
It was very, very side.
It
plot.
was, and I enjoyed that because it really focused on her and her responsibilities and what she needs to step up to do.
Yeah.
And so those are my opinions on.
Okay. I agree with you. As soon as he came back into the picture, I was like, oh, they're going to be an item. 1000%. And I thought it was super cute. And I agree. He was being very red flag, very toxic. And, like, I do think he was coming from a good place.
Yeah.
But that is not what she needed. Yep. And he was not being great. So, yeah, I'm also very curious to see where it goes because I could see it going either way. I could see him totally being sidelined and she just does her badassery by herself. Or I could also totally see him being, like, her, not necessarily her right hand, but, like, on her counsel and then, like, grows, you know, because how young are they?
They're young.
Right? So, like, we may allow him some grace to grow up a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah, that's fair. The champion
Ben, love him. I'm not gonna lie, I was concerned when I first started reading about him. I was like, please don't be a love interest. You are too old. You have too no, please don't be like that. And it's not like that at all. Like, it is completely platonic. He is in her corner. Like, I love him.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that it went that way and not the way that I was like, please don't go this way.
Yes, I'm same thoughts as you.
Okay.
Like, I did not want that, and instead he's like screwing the queen.
Yeah.
And literally and figuratively.
God rest your spirits, rest her soul.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But anyways, that I was like, oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd love more background on them, honestly. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit more background. I
Right.
know. But yeah, I loved the champion and how he literally championed behind her and was her cheerleader and trainer and all the things. But yeah.
Yeah, he is awesome. And I think that, you know, when it came down to it, he still did what had to be done despite his love for the queen. And, like, that was really hard for him. But even though he fought it, like, I don't know. I think that all the main characters in this book have a lot of integrity.
Yeah.
And the
Which I love.
headmistress,
Yes.
Headmistress Hannah. Oh my God,
Love.
a true queen.
Yeah. Honestly,
Yeah,
I agree.
she's amazing.
Yeah.
And the way that they pulled off what they pulled off was incredible. But how heartbreaking for Champion Ben that, like, he thought he saved her because she basically agreed, right? And immediately after makes a blood oath that ended up killing her. And, you know, they all thought they had longer. They thought they had a month, all this stuff, whatever. And for her 5 minutes later, and, like, did he betray her? Kind of. But also, like,
For her own good.
for her own good, for the good. And that's the whole thing that, like, there in so many fantasy books, it's like the whole for the greater good concept and how, like, the villain, queen, king, whatever has this, like, for the greater good complex. But then, like, it's such a moral, it's such an interesting conversation because, like, I think of Harry Potter and Dumbledore and what's his name when they were young and had the whole for the greater good. What's his name? Not Gregorovich, right? The other guy. Wow. Where's my brain? But anyways, like, so many fantasy books have the same concept of, like, the whoever's in charge has this concept of, oh, I have to do this thing that's morally gray for the greater good of my kingdom or whoever. And it starts out maybe, like, because for the queen, for instance, it started out like a criminal. And then it was like a jail of criminals. And it started out in her mind, like, morality wise, thinking that it was like a fair trade-off and maybe not as bad as it is now, you know, and then slowly, like, little by little, it takes a hold more and they get worse and worse. So now she's giving up cities to these spirits and letting them kill heirs and cities and all these innocent people for the trade-off that now has become her vanity and her desire to remain queen and all of this stuff. So what started out not innocent, but, like, not as bad, you know, right? Like, in her head, I think she did think that, like, oh, I will save more of the kingdom and we'll be able to build these libraries and bridges and all this stuff if I sacrifice this population that may be, like, to her not as valuable as the people she's saving in return.
Right.
But then it very quickly gets very nasty and it's just, like, a very slippery slope.
Yeah.
And
I think that was perfectly said.
But yeah, how tragic for Ven to realize, like, for him to realize, because from the very beginning of this book, their first fight was, like, she was like, I've never lost control. And we were like, is she losing control? Like, what is the situation? But, like, she wasn't really. She was letting them kill. That was a choice. That was a choice that she made. And so, yeah, she immediately turned around and betrayed him and dies brutally. And he is, like, has to sit in that he was a part of her death, the person that he loves. And that's really shitty, even if it was the right choice. And
that's so hard.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm curious in this next book how that will all play out and just honestly his own grief that he's going to go through.
Yeah.
And also
and
guilt and grappling
for Delana too.
Right.
She's queen.
That last scene.
Oh,
should we just
my God. Let's
jump
just talk.
there?
Yeah, let's
we got
mostly
12 minutes
talk about
left
that.
anyways.
Yeah, let's talk about that whole last freaking scene because were you expecting that?
I knew something insane was going to happen, but just the descriptions of it all, no. Like, I mean,
It was gory.
so gory. Going into this, what's supposed to be very, like, sanctified, very a ritual,
Yeah.
picking the queen. It's supposed to be chill.
Peaceful little grove.
Peaceful.
Yeah.
And instead, it's a massacre. But I really, as horrible as it was, I enjoyed reading it from her perspective because she slowly comes to the understanding of, oh, they're not going after me.
They're overlooking me because I'm not strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then immediately uses it for her own advantage, which
Yeah,
then
and
of
for
course
everyone's
shows
advantage.
you, right, and which shows you how strong she is.
Yeah, and how smart she is.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of that intelligence comes from being the underdog.
Yeah.
Because the whole time she was in school and everything, she had to outsmart everyone because she couldn't outpower them.
Yeah. And she did the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Even like from the beginning in the school of like climbing the trees and all of that stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, she's had to outsmart everyone her whole life because she wasn't powerful enough to keep up with them that way.
Mm-hmm.
And fascinating.
And
And how she just started directing people like, you use fire to do that, use ice to,
because she can see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
She can see the strategy of it all. So it makes sense, especially with her having to plan all these things to be better or keep up with everyone.
Right. Yeah, that's incredible.
It was so good.
Yeah, and then her familiarity with the ancient earth spirit, because that's what like got her.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, oh, I'm gonna make it eat the bird spirit, and her whole plan of like, all right, now I get this one to play, and I think it was the same spirit that she had played with before, which is cool. And then jump on, stab the bird spirit, and then get the earth spirit to eat the bird spirit. That was crazy. And how she could just feel their hunger.
Others were seeing that and then jumped on and started telling their own spirits to do that.
Right. Which was so cool. It was so cool. And everybody died.
Mm-hmm. Except for one person. Did you catch that at the very end? Like one of the other people, it's described as like running directly and like through everyone and just leaving. When I re-listened to a part of it, she's like starting to walk out and then someone else will also just, I don't know if they're going to survive. Like the way it was described. Yeah.
I thought it was like one of the people that were outside of the grove coming in.
No, I don't think so. It was like running out and leaving.
Oh.
But
I'm going to have to go back because I missed that.
Or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, and then her walking out and then just completely covered in blood.
Yeah.
I can so vividly see that.
Same. And oh my God, the graphic descriptions of how everyone were bent and twisted and oh my God, it was
Sarah.
Tragic. Absolutely insane.
Sarah.
Yeah, but I can picture it. And then the wolf grounding her and her just digging her hands in the fur and just like feeling like just trying to come back into like the reality of what just happened and what this means. And she was trying not to get picked anyways because she's like, I don't deserve to be. She's like, don't pick me.
She said, I'm not going,
period. Then they forced her to go. And then she's like, don't pick me. Because she's like, I'm responsible for the queen's death. I should not be the queen. And
she's like, she thought for the greater good, her not going in there was the correct decision.
Right.
But she, in fact, had to go in.
Yeah, she's the only hope.
Yikes.
Which is absolutely wild.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
And all her friends dead.
Everybody.
All those people dead.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Talk about a book that isn't afraid to kill people.
No, not at all.
It's crazy.
So we have Headmistress Hannah is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Caretaker Undu is still alive. Delana and her immediate family, Champion Ven and Hammond, are still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very curious to see where this is going to go. I think that obviously Champion Ven and maybe Hammond are going to be like on her council or something. Yeah. Maybe even her sister. I don't know. I think she'll move her family to the palace.
She's a little snarky.
Yeah.
She asked them to, and they said no.
Yeah.
I hope that they do, but although
long
that's
term.
not there, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. They have their lives, but
So good.
I don't know. What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know.
Oh my God. Do you know what we didn't even talk about?
What?
The dropout is the other queen.
The dropout is
Yeah, the girl that was like, that headmistress Hannah kicked out basically for cheating is the queen on the other side of the.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, so there's definitely something building.
Yeah.
In the distance.
Right. Do you think it's going to be a big fight between the two of them?
I do.
Yeah.
Or somehow, whether it's like the actual big fight or that they like fight and then have to come together to defeat the spirits.
Maybe that, because they are pretty collaborative. Even though they like low-key hated each other's guts, it was like.
I totally forgot about that. I'm glad that you remembered, because I didn't write that down.
Yeah. I'm glad I remembered too, because I would have been pissed if I would have been like, dang, I wanted to talk about that. Yeah. Insane. I'm so excited to see what happens with that. Because she's a character.
She's a character. I'm so excited.
Yee!
Yeah. So we're reading the book next, the second one.
I mean, I need to know what happens. Yeah.
Perfect. So the next one, The Reluctant Queen.
That tracks.
2 is The Reluctant Queen. So that's what we're reading next. We'll let you know the chapters.
Yes.
It's so we will. I'm so excited for her new book, though. That's coming out. Sea of Charms. Sea Charms. The bookstore that I work at, we got an advanced copy of it. Ooh. So I was so excited to come in one day, and it was left with a note that was like, Becca, this looks like something you would like. Like joking, like they know I would want it. So I have that. I did start reading a few chapters of it, but then I paused it because we were reading this, and I wanted to.
Is it cozy?
It is. It's within the world of the Spell Shop and Enchanted Greenhouse.
Yay!
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
I love that world. It's so cozy.
Me too.
Cozy.
So yeah. But that's what we're gonna read. But what are you up to lately? What's been keeping you up? What have you been reading anything lately?
I feel like I started something. Well, Tyler and I have been doing Red Rising because he didn't read it.
Yeah.
And so we're on book 2 now. And he was like, wait, I'm confused because like we were just on this simulation that was like Earth. And now he's like, I'm on this adventure in space.
It is whiplashy.
It is.
Agreed.
But him talking about it this morning was very funny. I was like, yes, but like, just wait. You just wait. And also the simulation was on Mars, so it's not like it's that crazy. I was like, he's leveled up, okay? Let Darrow level up.
I'm happy that you're re-experiencing that. I'm so ready to start the next part of it, but I think we're making the right decision.
It's a big commitment,
of waiting for the Red God to be released for publication date.
Come on, my dude.
I know. I check every other week. It's so annoying. Anyways. Let's see. Anything else you've been reading? You're just kind of working through that. I just finished Anywhere Else by Rachel Knox.
Okay.
Their essay is on Florida, so it's nonfiction.
Okay.
But because most of our listeners, I feel like, you're Floridians and born and raised here, it feels a certain way, like living in a place where people vacation and where we work in very like touristy spaces, and kind of dealing with that. And also a really cool description that she had, or experience that she had, was like she moved away for a little while and she had said she was from Florida, and they all started making fun of like, Florida and living, and that's so
Florida
common.
man.
Yes. But she's like, wait a minute, I can make fun of Florida. That's my job.
Yeah.
You can't, because you haven't gone and explored the Everglades. You haven't gone and seen the state parks, and you haven't done, and it's like, it was just so good.
Yeah.
It was really intense in some spaces, but yeah, I really liked the short read.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was
Love
very
that.
good. And she's a bookseller in St. Pete, I think.
Oh, cool.
Somewhere. I don't know. She mentions a lot of places in Florida in the book, and so her actual place of like books
got jumbled in with all the other Florida places.
But yeah, it was a good book.
Okay, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Love.
Yeah. So, anyways.
All right.
You've been listening to
Tipsy Book Reads.
Bye.